Welcome to the annual SCAN Leader of Distinction virtual award ceremony. We are delighted to be here today and have the opportunity to celebrate and recognize all of our great honorees. I would like to thank you for attending and your continued support of SCAN. It has been 32 years since the inception of SCAN, serving the community with cultural, health, technology, educational services, to name a few. Our supporters or sponsors, our volunteers and staff have been our greatest asset, which allows us to continue to serve the community at large. 2020 has certainly thrown a curveball to all of us. With an outstanding and flexible staff at SCAN, they were able to pivot their services and continue to serve all of our members throughout the community without a glitch throughout the entire pandemic. Though this Leader of Distinction award ceremony is quite different than years past, we are in atypical times with turbulence that we have never felt before. But we are here nevertheless. We are overly excited to be recognizing our honorees and the special people in these organizations. Our Leader of Distinction awardees are CentraState Healthcare System, Freehold Neighborhood Connections to Coalition, Hackensack Meridian Hospital Jersey Shore Division, Interfaith Neighbors, and RWJ Barnabas Health Monmouth Medical Division. So help me in congratulating all of our honorees, and I look forward to sharing in all the celebrations today with each of you. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our MC for today. Our MC is David Meenan, and if none of you have had the opportunity to meet him, you are in for a big treat. David has been a great friend to SCAN, as well as an instructor. He brings a ginormous personality along with many, many talents. Two of his talents that come to mind are his private musical theater instruction and his TV coaching. David's students are currently in Broadway shows, in television, and on Hollywood movies. It's never too late to start an acting career, so sign up for one of David's classes today. Another talent that David has been independent sales director for Pampered Chef. David was the first person in the Pampered Chef history to hit the $3 million mark in independent sales. So I would highly recommend that if you haven't attended one of his musical Pampered Chef events, to try and get to one. He's truly entertaining. Please join me in congratulating all of our honorees and welcoming our MC, David Meenan.
Thanks so much to my friend Tracy, who has been doing an amazing job in our communities for so many years. I've been involved with SCAN for the last several years as both teacher and a volunteer, and I'm thrilled to be emceeing this year's event at SCAN for so many amazing honorees. It is my privilege to welcome Monmouth County freeholder Susan Kiley, who is also a registered nurse and is on the Monmouth County Board of Health, as well as many other charities, including the RAIN Foundation, Breast Intention, and Modern Day Prep.
Hello. I would like to personally congratulate CentraState on winning the Leaders of Distinction Award. As a former nurse, I know firsthand the importance of a valuable healthcare partner like CentraState, with a focus on the latest ways to prevent disease, promote healthy behaviors, and help people of all ages to live well. CentraState was hit hard with the COVID-19 virus, and at one point, 70% of their beds were filled with COVID-19 patients. To date, the hospital has treated over 800 COVID patients with dedication and compassionate care. Accepting the award for CentraState today is their president and CEO, John T. Gibbin. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about John. John is the president and chief executive officer at CentraState Health System. Prior to joining CentraState in 2000, he was a founding member and served as executive vice president of Meridian Health Systems. And prior to that, as the president of the Medical Center of Ocean County. His extensive and successful career in healthcare administration spans over 45 years. He graduated from the University of Pennsylvania with a BA in 1974 and Rider's University with an MBA in finance in 1979. His numerous affiliations include Fellow of the American College of Healthcare Executives, member and past chairman of the Board of Trustees of the New Jersey Hospital Association, member and past chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Central Jersey Blood Center, chairman of the Board of Directors of the Monmouth Ocean Hospital Service Corporation, and chairman of the Hospital Research and Education Trust of New Jersey. Among other recognition, John is the past recipient of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society Humanitarian of the Year Award, the American Heart Association's Heart in Action Award, the ACHE Regions Award for senior level healthcare executives, the Jersey Shore Council Award, the Boy Scouts of America Good Scout Award, and the CEO for IT Achievement from Modern Healthcare. He lives with his family in Clarksburg. John, it is my great honor to be able to present this award to you and the entire team at CentraState. My warmest congratulations.
Hi, I'm John Gibbin, President and CEO of CentraState Healthcare System in Freehold. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, our physicians and employees at CentraState, I thank you for honoring us today at the SCAN Annual Leaders of Distinction Awards celebration. A year ago, we never could have imagined how a virus could change everything about the way we work and live. Like our colleagues at other hospitals, CentraState rose to the challenge of treating patients with a new disease and in real time. I am immensely proud of the dedication and compassion delivered by every employee at CentraState. Our nurses, physicians, therapists, housekeepers, lab staff, and many more. It is very gratifying to be recognized today for our efforts. And I want to congratulate all the other honorees today. And thank you to the Social Community Activities Network for hosting this virtual event. The work you do to support seniors is vital to our community, and we look forward to our continued relationship. Thank you.
To present our next honoree, please welcome veteran of the U.S. Air Force, pastor of the Bethel AME Church in Freehold, and our friend and board member of SCAN, Reverend Ronald L. Sparks.
This year, I had the distinct pleasure of recognizing for her outstanding efforts, Linda Brown of the Neighborhood Connections to Health. Linda's outstanding leadership led through the food distribution in developing and helped being a part of the Freehold Food Safety Net, which has delivered food throughout the community and ensured that people received healthy foods throughout the pandemic. Her efforts have also included a pop-up food distribution center, as well as a farmers market voucher program. So we want to thank Linda for her efforts, and we thank her for her leadership throughout this pandemic. And as she continues to move forward, we want to assist her in any way that we can. So thank you, Linda, for your outstanding work.
Great. Thank you so much, Reverend Sparks. It really is an honor to represent Neighborhood Connections to Health and to accept this award. On behalf of Neighborhood Connections to Health, we really don't really strive for recognition, but we certainly appreciate the fact that the community is not only getting what they need, but some of our partners are really seeing our work as a valuable asset to meeting the needs of our community. So some of the items you mentioned are really close to my heart with the food distribution, and it's really been probably the most notable thing of all of this has been meeting new people and connecting with the community in ways that we never saw possible, given the fact that during a pandemic, we were told to stay far away from each other. So we've been extremely fortunate to work with SCAN, and we are really thankful for the award, and we hope to see the partnership with SCAN and all of our partners in Freehold to continue to evolve over time. So thank you so much again for the honor. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It is my honor to welcome our next presenter, who may not even need an introduction, as the philanthropy of their foundation has helped so many nonprofits in healthcare, the arts, and business. Please welcome President of the Grunin Foundation, Jeremy Grunin.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Grunin, president of the Grunin Foundation and proud member of the Jersey Shore University Medical Center Foundation Board of Directors. It's an honor for me to present Hackensack Meridian Jersey Shore University Medical Center with the 2020 Leader of Distinction Award. As an academic medical center providing the most advanced care in the region, Jersey Shore continues to play an integral role in the New Jersey healthcare community's response to COVID-19. During the peak of the outbreak, Jersey Shore took on and cared for the most critical patients from other hospitals, both inside and outside of the Hackensack Meridian Health Network. They had more than 150 COVID patients daily receiving care during the surge. As of September, more than 850 COVID patients have been treated and discharged, and more than 110 patients have successfully been removed from ventilators to breathe again on their own. This is a testament of their dedication to patient care. Jersey Shore was innovative in their approach to increasing the available intensive care space and efficient in obtaining the necessary equipment needed to protect their staff and to care for both non-COVID and COVID patients. They were also proactive and vigilant in their safety measures, guidelines, and cleaning efforts in order to open back up for elective care and patient visitation. Thank you to all of Jersey Shore's frontline heroes, from physicians and nurses to technicians and engineers, from food and nutrition teams to all support personnel. Every team member worked tirelessly to help patients and the community. Accepting the 2020 Leader of Distinction Award on behalf of Jersey Shore's team members and physicians, Chief Hospital Executive Vito Bucalato, and Hackensack Meridian Health Regional President Southern Market, Dr. Ken Sable, is Anna Marie Catronio, Vice President of Operations and Support Services. Anna Marie, a big thank you to everyone at Jersey Shore for all you do for our community, and congratulations on receiving this honor.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. On behalf of Jersey Shore's team members, Chief Hospital Executive Vito Bucalato, and our Regional President of the Southern Market, Dr. Kenneth Sable, it is a great honor for me to accept this award on the behalf of the organization and our leadership. We are incredibly thankful for the support that we received from the entire community. Their messages and letters of support, their generous donations, the food donations, the clap outs, the recognition from the community was just remarkable and really helped sustain the team here at Jersey Shore throughout this time. I would be remiss if I didn't say that we were in awe of the team members here, our nurses, our physicians, and every member of our support staff, from security to food and nutrition to the engineering department to our environmental services department. Our teams have been remarkable throughout this time. We are so grateful for their dedication to our patients and to one another. During this difficult time, they maintained the highest level of service and standard to serve our community and make sure our teams were safe. As you know, we've reopened and are continuing to provide necessary essential services to the community. Healthcare doesn't stop because of a pandemic, and we are a testament to that here at Jersey Shore. We've taken extensive measures to ensure the safety of our patients and our visitors, and really are very well prepared to effectively handle another surge of COVID should we need to. All of the team members here in this building ran to the challenge each and every day. They were proud to take care of the sickest patients and demonstrated tremendous amount of courage so that we could remain a support to our community during this time. We continue to make sure that we follow all safety standards, including social distancing, increased vigilance of hand washing, masking, and maintaining the proper protective equipment for our team members to keep everyone safe during this time. So once again, I would just like to say thank you all for this honor. It truly is an honor, and we are humbled to be the recipients of it. Thank you.
I've had the good fortune to work with our next presenter on many charitable events. That should come as no surprise, as he serves on nearly 24 nonprofit boards and committees in Monmouth, Ocean, and Warren counties. He is the Director of Customer and Community Relations for the New Jersey Natural Gas Company and Scan TV host. Please welcome Tom Hayes.
All right, we're here with Scan's Leader of Distinction Awards, and I'm very, really blessed and honored to be presenting the award to Interfaith Neighbors, because they've been a partners of ours for many years, for decades. And I am very knowledgeable on how wonderful they are and the amazing work that they do in our community. And we are very, very fortunate to have them in our community doing all the great work that they do. And joining us to accept the award on behalf of Interfaith Neighbors is our wonderful friend, Paul McEverly. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay. And Paul, I know you've been with the organization for, well, about 22 years coming up in this December.
Yes.
And, you became the actual executive director in 2018. So that's been a wonderful accomplishment and a great addition to the organization. I know before that you worked for the Federal Reserve Bank, and I know you did wonderful things there. And I think you've worked there about 23 years. So I see 23 years there, coming up to 22 at Interfaith. So I'm hoping we'll get many more years out of you other than over and above the 22 years, 23, 24, maybe 30 years.
Maybe.
Yes. And I know you've been involved with many other organizations. You serve on other boards and do a lot, again, throughout our whole entire area. So thank you again on behalf of all of us for all that you do. Some of the reasons that we really wanted to honor Interfaith Neighbors, again, I know you've worked with us at SCAN, which has been great, but you do many programs like your Meals on Wheels program. I know you've delivered over 1,100 meals each year to folks that are, pretty much shut-ins and locked into their homes, not able to get out there. And we'll talk about some of the COVID additions that you've been doing in a bit too. You also assist over 300 families a year with financial ability and stability programs, really helping them with rental assistance, mortgage assistance, and that sort of thing, which again is a great asset for our community. And then you also help folks find jobs, which we know is more important now than ever, more now than ever because of what's happened with COVID and what's been going on in our communities and throughout the state. And something that's near and dear to our heart at New Jersey Natural Gas is we've been fortunate to really start a home ownership program with you guys from day one. I don't know, it's probably over 25 years ago, building affordable homes in our communities. And I believe you're up to about 50 homeowners that you've been able to provide homes, which is outstanding because we know how hard it is to find affordable housing in our communities. And that's just been a wonderful program. And we've been honored to be able to work with you on that for all these years. And I know you continue to do great work in Asbury Park, especially on the west side, as well as doing work in other communities like Neptune, Long Branch, and wherever there's a need, you step in and help. And then going back to what I mentioned a little bit before about COVID, since COVID-19 came in, which by the way is the reason why we're doing this whole thing virtually. But you guys stepped up to the plate again and helped out our neighbors in reference to many programs to help them out through the tough times with COVID-19. So with all that, we do want to say thank you for, again, all that you've done in the community, all you've done for us as a neighborhood, so to speak. So on behalf of SCAN, again, we want to present you with the award of the Leader of Distinction Award, again, for all the wonderful work that Interfaith Neighbors does.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, and thank you for those very kind words. So on behalf of our board of directors, all of my colleagues here at Interfaith Neighbors, thank you, Tom, thanks SCAN for all that you do and for recognizing the work of our agency with the Leader of Distinction Award. Thank you very much, really appreciate it. You mentioned several times that, or referred several times to the fact that the world today is a very different place than it was 9-10 months ago. Mm-hmm. And COVID and the pandemic has certainly affected all of us, regardless of your station in life, regardless of your job, regardless of the community you're living in. And so, the fact of the matter is that extraordinary times demand extraordinary response. And when COVID really hit hard in our Monmouth County area, the seniors were affected, workers were affected, surely in the hospitality industry. And thankfully, because we enjoy support from so many different people, we were able to put together a COVID emergency relief fund. So we're helping households that have been COVID impacted meet their financial needs. Seniors who maybe previously were able to go to a senior center for socialization and a hot meal, we've had to expand our Meals on Wheels program. So we're now going to 1,100 doorsteps around the county Monday through Friday delivering food to seniors so they don't become food insecure. And of course, with the continuing issues associated with the local economies and with restrictions on workplace environments, more and more families are needing assistance with emergency care. So Interfaith Neighbors, as a community-based not-for-profit serving all of Monmouth County, we have repositioned some of our staff. We're trying to address those pandemic-related needs that are presenting throughout the county now, while we continue to advance the mission of the agency, which really, frankly, is to help people who really need help get to a better place. And so with support from companies like New Jersey Natural Gas, with support from lots of other not-for-profit agencies around the county, as well as individual donors and private foundations, we are able to work to drive that mission each and every day to help those who really need help get to a better place. And so once again, on behalf of all of us here at Interfaith Neighbors, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Scan. We really appreciate receiving the Leaders of Distinction Award.
Oh, that's great, Paul. Well, again, you highly deserve it. Please thank your entire staff and all those wonderful volunteers that help you do that amazing work. And Paul, just for all of our viewers, how many faith-based organizations actually make up Interfaith Neighbors?
Yeah, that's a great question, Tom. So we do have member congregations. And to be a member of Interfaith Neighbors means you're supporting our mission in some fashion. Sometimes it's at-will offering at the holidays. Sometimes it's proceeds from a revenue sale. You're making a contribution to Interfaith Neighbors. So we probably have 45 to 50 active congregations that are supporting us in some way all across the county. Typically, those congregations are going to be suburban-based, and they're providing support to us so we can help the people in the county that are in the more urban areas of the county. So we've always enjoyed faith-based support for the agency. By the way, all of that support goes to support our homeless prevention program. We actively try to work with the congregations so they're aware of what we're doing currently, and they know that their hard-earned donated dollars are going for good cause.
That's great. That's great. So any of our viewers out there that might be involved with their own congregation, that might not be involved with Interfaith Neighbors, it's good for them to know that they could reach out and help support the great work that you do as well. So
yes, actually, Tom, you give me another opportunity here. At Interfaith Neighbors, we love volunteers. So especially in the Meals on Wheels program, we probably have 100 to 150 people working with us on a volunteer basis each and every day, Monday through Friday. We actually couldn't run the program without volunteers. So this is my appeal to all of those out there that might be tuning in or listening. We love volunteers in Interfaith Neighbors. We try to accommodate whatever your level of interest is and however much time you have. But your fellow residents and fellow neighbors throughout Monmouth County could really use your help. And please contact us if you're so inclined.
that's great. Well, thank you very much again, Paul. We really appreciate it. Scan thinks the world of your organization. And again, keep up the great work you and your team does. We know we're going to be looking forward to many, many more wonderful things coming from Interfaith Neighbors in the future. So God bless all of you.
Great. Thanks very much, Tom.
Our next presenter should be familiar to many, not only as a freeholder appointed member of the Monmouth County Mental Health Board and member of the Monmouth County Human Services Needs Assessment Steering Committee, but he's also the 7th president of Brookdale Community College. Please welcome Dr. David Stout.
I'm very pleased to offer this Leader of Distinction Award to a pillar of our community and an outstanding organization that we are all very familiar with. The Leader of Distinction Award goes to the R.W.J. Barnabas Monmouth Medical Center. And accepting on behalf of Monmouth Medical Center is Anna Burian. Anna's clinical background is in physical therapy. She has a master's degree in healthcare administration. She's been employed by Monmouth Medical Center for over 30 years in various leadership roles. Her current role is Vice President of Ambulatory and Community Health, and her major responsibilities are for outpatient services at Monmouth Medical Center, as well as executive leadership of community engagement and social impact work. Congratulations, Monmouth Medical Center and Anna Burian.
Thank you so much, Dr. Stout. And I also want to thank everyone at SCAN, as well as Pat, Tracy, the board of directors, staff and volunteers for awarding Monmouth Medical Center with this incredible award. Leader of Distinction Award is pretty amazing. We are humbled and very pleased that you thought of us for this distinction. Pat and Tracy, also I want to thank you for the kind words that you offered in the letter that you sent to us in early August talking about this award. Something that you wrote in the letter really struck me. In the first line of the letter, you referenced the word heroes. And our CEO, Eric Carney, and our board of directors and our management team really do look at our employees and physicians and nurses at Monmouth as true heroes in a way that astounds us in 2020. There's just nothing to describe what happened over the last few months, and everybody on this virtual event has had something major change in their lives, and the hospital was no exception, obviously, and the patients we serve, obviously, had the biggest changes of all. But we had to pivot, and it's a term that's overused probably, but we had to do everything differently. We had to build a tent and screen patients outside of our emergency department through a tent, temperature taking, and the whole bit. We had to convert medical surgical units into ICUs on a dime. We had to change ventilation systems. We had to train people to do different jobs. We had to send some people home to work. We had to stop all of our outpatient services and then restart them. And we had to start doing virtual medicine, telemedicine for a great number of our departments. And so normally if we were to do these things without a pandemic, we would have taken months to plan them. We planned them, in days. And pleased to say we were able to pull it off surprisingly well with a lot of support from the community and from our corporate folks as well. We have learned so much about what it means to have partners and what it means to rely on others and to have others rely on you. We are grateful for all of the help that we've received over the last several months from our community partners in every way, shape, and form, and especially people like SCAN, who you all knew all about virtual learning and connecting with people long before the rest of us. And so we learned from you, and we're able to partner with you already on some programming that we wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. We've worked together for many, many years, and I really look forward to many more years working with you as we expand in the community and grow and can get past this immediate emergency. I do also want to tell folks that the hospital is probably one of the safest places you can go now. People are afraid, and they are postponing care, and that's more dangerous at this point than coming to the hospital. Friends of mine have asked me, how do you feel about coming to work in a hospital every day with this pandemic going on? And I tell them, I feel safer here than anywhere else in the community except for my home. And I really mean that. So it's a message of hope for the community that we can begin to move to more normal activities over time. And it's a real thank you to SCAN and to the rest of the community for supporting Monmouth as we tried to support you. So on behalf of Eric Carney, our CEO, and our board of directors, and our management team, and everyone at Monmouth, thank you so much for this award.
It is my honor to welcome the Executive Director of SCAN, Pat Bohse.
Hello, I'm Pat Bohse, the Executive Director of SCAN. Thank you for joining us tonight for our annual Leaders of Distinction Award celebration. We are also celebrating our 32nd anniversary. Congratulations to each and every one of our deserving honorees and their staff for the role in bringing together our community and for providing vital services. A warm thank you to our MC, David Meenan. He is the best in everything that he does, and he's a great friend to SCAN. Thank you to our supporters, sponsors, board of directors, members, friends, and of course, my wonderful staff for making all of this possible. I am grateful for all that you do. All of you are my heroes, even though you're not wearing capes. SCAN brings vital resources to aging community in both Monmouth and Ocean counties. We are committed to ensuring healthy aging for all seniors by giving them access to multiple resources to help them stay healthy, stay active, stay connected, but most of all, to stay independent. 2020 is going to go down in history as the most difficult year to do business. SCAN has accepted this challenge and has created our own vision or our own normal for the future. We see the challenge as the glass being half full, and it has opened new doors of opportunity for us. As this crisis continues, we anticipate an ever-increasing need for all of our services. At SCAN, we will continue to provide virtual classes in 2021, plus hopefully bring back in-person classes and community events when it is safe. We are expanding our benefit enrollment center to help limited income seniors get the benefits that they're entitled to, and we will advocate for seniors to be included in the discussion and through legislation to combat the digital divide. Everyone should be able to afford and have access to internet service. Here at SCAN, we are working tirelessly to ensure our senior community, one of the most vulnerable among us, that they are not alone. We plan to be here for them for the next 32 years. I wish all of you good health, happiness, and please stay safe. As they say in showbiz, that's a wrap. Thanks for coming.
On behalf of SCAN, our presenters and honorees, I would like to thank all of our sponsors, and a special thanks to the Grunin Foundation and New Jersey Natural Gas. And a special thank you to all of you for joining us for our annual awards luncheon here at SCAN. I'm David Meenan, and we will see you next year. Bye-bye now, everybody.
Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you to all the healthcare workers. Much appreciation for everything that you've done.
Thank you to all of our honorees for the work during the pandemic, and to the staffs of the honorees. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Thank you to everybody at this event and all the honorees from your friends at SCAN. We appreciate it.
Thank you from the VNA Health Group to all of our 2020 honorees for all the hard work and efforts you put forth during this very difficult time.
Thank you. We couldn't have gotten through this without you.
Thank you for all your dedication and hard work and staying strong during COVID-19.
Thank you. Thank you to all of our honorees. Thank you, everyone, for what you do every day. You make such a difference in our community and help so many people, and it is appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thanks for showing up. We appreciate everything that you do. Thanks for keeping us safe.
Let's all put up our signs. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.